Right, this video is getting done over a couple of days, so yeah, it's probably you see him on a different shirt. So what I've done is, just to give you an update of where I am just now, of the doors I took off of there, I've stripped them, and there you go. So I've got that pile there. The pile of wood that was there, I've managed to save some posts out of that, so I'm going to keep that for a nice wee burn on my incinerator today. There you go. Still hot, so there's stuff could go into there. So here's what I'm left. Right, that's the last load that I've got to trim down, check out, see what's available, and then fucking burn the rest of it. Okay, so that's the plan for that. So outside's kind of getting a wee bit king bully now, so into the workshop. Now, ta-da! Dog's dinner. So, I put this here so that I could work there, but now I'm working over there. I need to move this to get it back to here. But I've been busy in here, okay, as you can see. Alright, so this area is all tidied up. Look, fridge freezer's now right up in the corner. Okay, I've got still got the cover to put on the fuse box here, but don't worry about that because I'm actually thinking about replacing that, so that'll move up a wee bit more. Now, let's go to the other side of the camera. Right, so this socket here, that's 240. This socket here is 240. It's coming through this, a power inverter. Now, I've got a few facts and figures to work out because I've got it all rigged up properly. So I've got the batteries done, it's sitting wired correctly. As you can see, the terminals are they're spot on, right? But there you go, look. And this is what? It's 7 o'clock at night, and look at that. It's still putting some power in. Right, now I've just received this, I've just bought this. This is actually a 5 amp battery for my Ryobi ship. But the reason I'm using so much power here is obviously running a lot off the sockets. Now this socket here as well also is fed to a wire which I've still to tidy up yet. Well, right over to here, and there you go. So I've got this socket as well. Okay, now I know that this is an outdoor socket, but you know what, I'm using that just now, individually lighted, and of course it's got the individual switch off. What this plug here just now, I'm going to come backwards because bloody hell it's bright. Okay, there you go. So it's actually a light with a PIR into it, but you know what, I'm updating the lights as we're going. But here is what I'm working on right now. And to work on that right now, I'm going to be able to film it on that one there. Look, okay, there you go. You're in the camera. Okay, and I've not left you out. Anyway, so as you see, here's my camera set up. So all that's left for me to do now is switch that bad boy on, put the microphones on, fit the dead moose. I must admit, it being 7 o'clock here, it's very, very, very quiet. So, but it will give us a bit of an indication as how things go. And well, come on, let's go and do an update on where I am with this my cheap Chinese diesel heaters. Oh. So just a quick check that I've got sound testing. Now, what I'll do actually is I'll lift this up just slightly, so that you've actually got a better view of us. So basically I'm right in the back of the garage here. Alright, so I'll give you the actual corner. So this is the window, this one here, that I'm going to try and convert to open out, because the fence is right at the other side of that. So I'll get that sorted out. Here are that's the 12 volt socket that I showed you. Okay, so what I'm going to do just now is I'm actually going to I'm going to shut this, right, trap my finger, because I'm working on a couple of different ideas for where I'm going to put this. Alright, now, so the first problem I've got is the controller that comes with us. It's not got a backing plate, so to fit it onto here, I'm gonna try and use double-sided tape, something like that. I don't know. I'll figure some. Oh, I could maybe 3D print something on it. Right. So anyway, so what I've done is I've actually set this up with the plate. Okay, so there's the plate on the bottom of it, and this is the exhaust. Nothing's permanently fixed yet, alright? But the idea is I'm going to set it about here. Right, so I get heat blowing this way, and I also get heat blowing this way. So it will keep this kind of area quite cosy for working on. Right, now down here, I would just put this down. Down here, I'm actually able to, I'm going to cut a small section of this away, and the exhaust pipe here, I'm going to actually, you know, vent that through the wood here. And well, one thing I've got to try and figure out actually is for the heat that this gets, okay, what I don't want is this getting that hot that it sets the timber shed on fire. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to wrap this in, some kind of a heat resistant bandage or something like that. Filter it through even a metal, some kind of a metal gland that'll fit through, seal it off with exhaust putty, you know. There is a few options. It's not a deal breaker, and it will happen. So the wiring now, right, again, one of the things I dislike about these things, because you're fitting it in a motor, they give you about a foot of earth wire, okay. So now, and another problem I've got as well is, as you've seen, the solar charge controller is down the other end there, a good 1, 2, 3, a good 3.5 metre from where I'm working from, right. So I've only got 12 inches. Ooh, matron. Fucking glad there's no kids watch these films. Better for my grandson. Anyway, but he'll know, he's too young, he'll not understand that. Anyway, so when this is mounted, right, what I've got is I have enough cable on the live wire, right, to come through to here, and well, no, I'm talking turkey. I didn't have enough wire. It's about as short, but it doesn't really matter, because I've got enough twin and earth there that I'm going to run a bit of that. That's going to be wired up to the charge controller to give us a 12 volt. It'll come right along to here, and the house needs rewired there. So it's you know what? Let's bring this up here so that you can see us. That's better, right? So I've got the house is needing rewired. So because the house needs rewired, a lot of the stuff's outdated, but it's one of these old Bakelite splitters, right? So and it's fantastic. Rather than throwing this out, I'm actually going to be able to use this, right? So I'll fit this onto the wall, okay. Now it's got 4 connections, okay, so I can actually use 2 for live, right, and 2 for earth, right, or 2 for red and 2 for black, whatever you want. It's for wiring up a 12 volt system. So now if you give us a second and bear with us, Right, just to show you what I mean, okay? And you know, because I've now there you go, that's better. Right, so just to show you what I mean, I've got a red and a, I keep looking that way, yeah. I've got a red and a black for, oh, I'm getting tired now, for my controller. There it is. Right, so I've got the red and the wire for that. Right, so the red and the black will go into this box, right, and at the same time as well, to give us light on, you know, working closely, right, I've got two of these actually. They're only 10 watts, but they're a nice wee light, eh? But as you can see in the corner there, 12 volt, okay? So, and the beauty is, 12 volt, there you go. That's it. It is that simple. So, I mean, I could, even if I want to, I could batter this direct to the battery, because at the end of the day, I don't mind this sitting on, because it's not going to run away with much power, but hopefully, like in the motorhome, it's going to show me my display and whatever, and you know, blah blah blah. Now, I can actually test it to see what the display is going to be, because it is very simple. You have off your charging heater, your one plug, so you plug that in, and off of that there is only 4 cables, okay? Now these two long ones, right, just seen a pussy cat there, these two long ones, as you can see, there's different heads to them. So one does that unit and the other one does the fuel pump. So the fuel pump, as you can see, is purple, right, and it's a square block, which, although it's not purple, it just fits right into that. That's the fuse, that's that done, that's the fuel pipe done, right? And the other one is like a triangle, right, with yellow pieces that, and that just clips in like that, and that's it. So let's go and wire up to the 12 volt, and we'll see what it actually looks like. And there you have it, a temporary wire up, okay, and that's actually quite good. I wish I could get the flash to go off, but it's no showing us nothing where I can flash it off. So, but I've even got the time on this, and I'm just scrolling through. Look, it's 15 degrees. It's on 3.8 hertz. Program 3. It's 11.5 volts is in that battery just now, which concurs with, well, that says 11.1. Actually, the battery looks flat. Surely no. 20 degrees. So that says 20 degrees. That says 15 degrees. So we've got a bottle of Nixamatosis here, and look, I've got that much burning the night, but look at that, shabba. Fridge works. So there you have it. I'm quite happy with that. I'm quite excited now. I'm getting someplace. I've got a frame to build here. It's now late. I'm going away home. I've had enough. But I hope you've enjoyed this one so far. I'll be doing episode 9, which will be the full install of the diesel heater. So if it's something you're interested in, great, I'm looking forward to seeing you. If it's no, then I'll see you in episode 10, when I'll be probably starting indoors. Till then, see you later.